This is pretty cool. This is the first time I've ever seen this, actually. And I look very serious there. I just didn't really know what to do because I was a bit overwhelmed by it all. I was not a good athlete. It was the week before. It was at Gullen at the Scottish. And we got a phone call that week.
This is for you, Grandad.
You know, you don't just win a major just out of being lucky. So I think, yeah, it definitely has changed my life. Hi, I'm Georgia Hall, and this is the Watchback. I'll be watching my final round of the 2018 AIG Women's Open.
Drop shot all week to this point for Georgia Hall, who is on the brink. At just 22 years of age, we will take nothing for granted because 18, as we know, can be a brute.
So yeah, this is the final hole, as you can see. Can't actually believe how good the weather was all week. Not that really matters, but it was. Oh, this is 3-wood. I think I just went in the left rough here, which was absolutely fine because there's bunkers all down the right, and that's the last place I wanted to go. Yeah, just in the left semi there. It's not really the final hole that you want I look very serious there. I haven't really seen this properly. It's very strange. But yeah, it's not really the final hole you want going down a major, but every major is going to be tough like this. I was lucky enough to have a 3-shot lead going down this hole as Paul Long just doubled 17 and I parred it. So yeah, it was a nice cushion to have. But she was such a good player, like all day she played so well, and I only got a lead up until 16, I think, 16, 17. That is my dad right there. And I know he had a great week. My mum was watching too, so that was really nice, and it was just really nice for it to be in England. He didn't really caddy that much for me during the year. He kind of done Scottish and British for a few years in a row, and he'd done the week before, and I was playing pretty steady. I came like 20th or 23rd or something at Gullen. And I'd never been to Lytham before, and I heard lots about it, and I just really thrive on tough golf courses. And he was great. I mean, we were just very like professional all week really, and I'd done a lot of it by my own yardage book, and he had this like, little notebook. He'd write down my clubs, but he didn't have a yardage book because he doesn't caddy, so he didn't really like know that much on it. And we just kind of work quite well together on the golf course, and obviously just being near home and having that support really meant a lot. And it's very calm. This is the first time I've ever seen this, actually. I've only seen highlights of my shots, so this is pretty cool. I'm probably walking up here worried what the lie's going to be like, which I didn't have nothing to worry about. It was actually quite nice. But yeah, this is just so awesome, having so many people come out and support me.
You can only imagine what is flowing through her veins right now on 18.
Sitting there at 206 out, it's actually not lying that great.
So the lie doesn't look too good there, but the grass was actually quite thin, so it didn't really affect that much. It's us trying to get the wind. Wasn't actually too much, to be fair. It was quite. I was in between clubs, but I was not going to hit the rescue because it was out of bounds long. So I just took a 4-iron out. I was actually fairly nervous on this shot. I just knew that 206 yards, yeah, that's actually in between clubs. I just knew I had to get it on the green, and then the job was done. But as you can see, it's quite well guarded. I think that's one of the best clubhouses also that I've seen in the background. It was so cool.
Contact is good.
I struck it pretty well, and I think it just goes near the front there. Pin's quite far back. That's a very long putt I had. But I was very happy with that. It's quite thin leading up to that green. Actually looked very calm.
Contact's pretty
I don't know,
good.
I'm not sure if I feel that calm.
Left, it's going to be in a bunker.
And I was just walking up here and just everyone just is just clapping the whole time. They just don't stop, and I just didn't really know what to do because I was a bit overwhelmed by it all, as you can probably see.
What a lovely walk for father and daughter, Wayne and Georgia Hall.
And a fun fact, even though it's probably not the best thing to say, is that for dinner the previous night I had McDonald's. So that's not a good athlete, so I wouldn't recommend that really, but I was last out, I think, or second to last out on the Saturday, and I was just tired, so we just went there. So obviously worked. Yeah, I think Paul Long went in the left bunker and got up and down, so that was like, she played so well. It was only me and her as well, we were way ahead of everyone else that day. And I could never see my mum the whole round either. Like, all the other rounds I could, but it's just so many people, and she's like quite small. Well, there she is there. So I couldn't see her. So I had this putt, and it's a really long putt, and actually, Paul Long's in the left bunker, and to get to near the hole, I had to flirt a lot with this bunker, and I obviously was not going to go anywhere near that bunker, so I hit it out left, and you'll see it in a minute. But as you can see, there's no wind at all. It's just really weird for a links golf course, especially in the north of England. It's just such a nice day.
Still enjoying every second, trying to keep cool and calm. No doubt Charlie and Lewis are watching on from back in Bournemouth, younger brother and sister of Georgia.
That's such a good shot. You see, yeah, my ball's really close to that bunker, and it's right to left putt, so I just thought to myself, I've got a 3-shot lead here. Even if I win by 2 shots, it's fine. Just don't go near that bunker. And I just wanted to leave myself a tap in. That was it. That was just. I don't want like a 4-footer.
Because she's on this right-hand side, and there's some serious backs off these bunkers, and she has at least 2 mounds. She's on the side of the first one.
I think my mum's
so
more nervous than me.
And the very big one that is halfway down for her on her right. Quite a mound that comes off the back of that bunker, and then there's another level beyond that. So if she gets this within 3 feet, I think it'll be quite spectacular. It's a heck of a dream.
I mean, I got pretty close to that bunker, to be fair, but I mean, look how far left that's finished. I would probably have to chip it to go anywhere near. But that's fine.
Nothing wrong with a layup, given the situation.
I was still a little bit nervous on this putt. I just wanted to get it close, and it was just uphill. Quite fairly straight, I think.
Just in the back of her mind, she'll think.
I kind of have the same routine now as well, just really visualising the part, and I left it, like a foot short, which is like absolutely fine, perfect. I was just saying to Paul Long, I'll mark it so she can finish off. And by this time, I'm just like so relieved. I know I've won. So they know I've won too. And yeah, I'm probably just, I don't know what my dad said to me there, but the week before it was at Gullen at the Scottish, and we got a phone call that week, said that my granddad's got like 3 months to live, and he actually passed away 2 weeks after I won British, so I kind of tried, I went out that week and just tried to win it for him, and I had a bit of a different mentality that week. I just thought, like, no matter how well I'm doing, that I just have to keep going, because at the end of the day, like, he's like you're about to pass away. So it's like really, I just, you know, what's there? Like, I don't want to be too happy because I haven't won yet. So that's kind of had a different mentality, I think, that week. Obviously, when there, my mum comes up to me, and it was my mum's dad. So and then a couple of days after I won, I went to go and see him, and he saw it. So that was pretty special. But obviously, really, really special to win that week and in England. And having my mum there as well was pretty special. I don't think that week I realised exactly what it was, what it meant at the time, and how much it brought me.
I would like to thank my dad for caddying. Thank you for keeping me calm. Thank you for, doing everything for me when I've been growing up, and thank you for my mum as well, obviously. And there's someone very special at home that's going through a bad time, so this is for you, Grandad.
My sister was watching it on TV, and she took a video of the prize giving because I said to him and got a bit emotional, and I'd done my speech and he sent it to him. But I've got a picture with him holding the trophy, which is like really nice. So I think, especially for my mum as well, I think she really, like, that was special for her and for him, and I'm happy that he was like still there when I won, so yeah. I remember I had this team European Championships at Glen Eagles the week after. My partner was Laura, and if it was any other event I would have pulled out that week for sure, but I didn't want to let her down, so I went straight back, had a roast dinner. I don't drink, so I had a Coke. I went to bed and had to get up at 4 a.m. the next day for lots of interviews in Manchester, then go straight to Scotland to be a partner. A few of the English guys, like Justin Rose, Luke Donald, congratulated me, and then I was speaking to Tom Lehman a lot that week. He won the actual year I was born at Lytham, and he gave me a bit of advice about the course when I met him 2 weeks prior. So he gave me a very, very nice text the day I won, and said that he watched sunset to sunrise the whole night when he won there, and he hoped I was doing the same, which I was not. But that was just a nice little kind of connection we had that week. Forever it will be with me, and that would be like kind of next to my name, and that no one can take that away, and I think that's just really special. You don't just win a major just out of being lucky. So I think, yeah, it definitely has changed my life in ways of just more of like confidence and recognition, and doing some good for the women's game. I think that's what I take from it the most, and just obviously hope just to have that experience again. What I have to remind myself even to this day is that I won like the hardest major, the most pressure major when I was in my rookie year with my dad on the bag. Like, he wasn't a caddy, if you know what I mean, like what you say a caddy is. And I just had a yardage book, he didn't have one, so I'd done all the yardages myself, and I managed to beat everyone that week. So sometimes I have to realise that you don't need all these people, or you don't, as long as you're mentally in a good place, and that you have confidence in what you're doing, it doesn't really matter what's around. And I think that's sometimes what I have to remind myself, is that you got there on your own without maybe loads of people. Of course people helped you, but you got there on your own, so you just have to have confidence in yourself regardless. And that's it. That went quick.